Hey, Scorpio, Mel, intuitive coach here. Excited to bring in your May 2025 love and family reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, you are facing something here this month. I feel like there's an ace coming in, and you actually see it here in the poker face card is an ace, actually double aces, pocket rockets there. So this is about new beginnings coming in for you, Scorpio, and I have a feeling you are facing a situation that maybe you were running away from, or someone that was on your mind or is in your energy was running away from, not wanting to deal with it. But the tides are changing. You have the wheel of fortune showing up here. So now's the time to move forward here and address some unspoken words, or even like an unwritten part of the story is what it feels like here. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. This is about support. And I feel for some of you, maybe you've been trying to attract or call in support here, because you see the beautiful little koala is hanging on to her. And for some of you, because this did show up in reverse, I feel like this has to do with maybe parenting or reparenting your own self in a new way. If you feel like you've been codependent, because sometimes this energy can be that you have maybe littles, or you do have others that are codependent on you, maybe financially or emotionally. I feel like that is being addressed in a way where you're able to take care of yourself as well, okay? Because the poker face here can be needing to take a risk, needing to take a chance. But oftentimes that Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't feel like she can have the support. When she's in reverse, she feels like she doesn't have the support here to take a chance, to take a risk. Therefore, she holds herself back. She doesn't show her hand here. And I feel like you've been waiting. Just like a game of poker, you've been waiting for some good cards. And this is it. Finally, you have double aces in your hand and you want to play the game. And I feel like that's what's showing up here for you, is it's time for you to bet your odds here, because you have a really good opportunity in front of you, Scorpio. And I feel for some of you, I mean, look at that. You have the hand card, but some of you may be laying it down. And that tells me maybe there's something worth addressing, and maybe it's a fear of loss, or a fear of failure, or a fear of being seen, or being in the spotlight, or validation of some sort. I feel like there's some sort of fears that you are being asked to break out of, because you are holding the best hand at the table here. And I see that you have the winning hand here, but there may even be some fear of abandonment. Right? What if I don't have the best hand? Even if it's proof in your hand that you do, right? The odds are in your favor here. You're still expecting someone else to have a better hand than you. So in a way, it feels like there's a bit of maybe comparison or self-criticism of not feeling like you have what it takes, but I absolutely feel like you do. All right. This is about boundaries. I see here that you've been hurt, and I see that sometimes you've avoided playing the game here in a way because you didn't want to deal with a repeat of energies coming in. But in a way, by not dealing with it, it has allowed it to repeat. I hope that makes sense. And now you have the ability to say, all right, I do have to face it. Even if it's uncomfortable here, I do have to show my hand. I have to take a gamble. And even if I have some, well, there's the word here, codependencies again, or maybe I've been chasing after something that's been an illusion, or it's been something that hasn't been very stable. I feel like you are working through the upsets. Okay, you're working through some of the challenges that have kept you feeling stuck. because the current energy in love or family, the overall vibe is the Wheel of Fortune. There's karmic change coming in, and this is interesting. I'm almost getting like a piggyback energy of all the astrological signs, where I would check out the sign in front of you. Okay, so for you, it'd be Libra. I feel like Libra, you had Virgo kind of piggybacking up on them, and Virgo had Leo. So if you have any Libra in your chart, or if you just resonate with what I'm saying here, check out that reading too, because there's something here about meeting karma. Like karma is coming up, and karma's not bad, right? But it doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just choices that we've made, and we have consequences for those choices. And I see here that you're going to make a choice, and it's going to shift your destiny. It is going to shift your destiny, where you are breaking out of a pattern where maybe you've been playing it small, right? Maybe you've been betting little tiny odds here, like here and there, but now you have the winning hand, and it's like you're going all in. And that's what I see here for you, Scorpio. This is the month to go all in. Don't hold it here. Don't hold it. And that's what I see. You may be challenged to step up, to speak up, to take a risk in some way, but I feel like this is your shot, right? This is your shot. If you are in a relationship and you are wanting to manifest here a new beginning, or maybe this is an out, right? Maybe you're wanting to call in love. Whatever it is that you are wanting in matters of love or family, this is the turning point month for you. And you may notice that the universe is aligning synchronistic actions to take place, meaning you are being put at the right time, right place at the right time to maybe connect or collaborate, or maybe face a person that you haven't spoken to, or to align two energies to come together, to meet. And I feel like you are excited about this change, but there's also a little bit of nervous excitement, and that's to be expected. But this is showing up in the upright position, so I have a feeling this is some good karma. This is a forward momentum after kind of holding back here. And how are you showing up? What are you bringing in? You're bringing in the Magician. But because the magician is in reverse, Scorpio, I feel like you're still questioning, do you have the goods? Like, do you have the winning hand? And again, it's right in front of you. You do. The Magician is the ultimate alchemist. He can turn iron into gold if he wanted to. He is the creator. He is very talented. He holds all of the tools, the wands, the cups, the swords, the pentacles. But it feels like you're questioning here, again, if you have what it takes to kind of get up there and play the game, to show the audience. Because remember, the magician is like the one on stage that is captivating the audience. And I feel all you need to do is show up and be yourself, be true, be genuine, be authentically in your power, and you will captivate others. Okay, that is you showing up and drawing that in, because it's who you truly are. But if we tend to hold back bits and parts of ourselves because we fear being criticized, you could miss out on the people that love you truly for who you are. And I see that you are owning it. You're owning it, stepping into your power more, stepping into your magic, and really allowing yourself to shine and manifest a reward, not a punishment. All right, I'm going to say that again, a reward, not a punishment, because it feels like you've been punished in the past for maybe a choice that you've made. And therefore you're like, well, even I'm just going to sit on this choice. And even by not making a choice, it really is. And you're fearing that something is going to backfire in some way, or maybe self-catastrophizing or awfulizing a situation. But you hold the magic here more than you think. It's like Dorothy. She's always had the magic in. She didn't need the ruby red slippers to get back to home, right? But she had to go through the journey to remember who she truly was, to find that courage, the heart and the brain, right? And you have it all. You have it all already within you. Let's look at the person on your mind, someone that you're connecting to, or someone who's entering into your life. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Boy, oh boy, has this person gone through some stuff. Job loss, illness, divorce, disappointment, alienation, abandonment. They've gone through it. And if this is someone that you have played it safe with, and I feel like, yeah, hurt people. You've heard that before, but healed people heal people. And I see here that there may have even been a trauma bond in the past, but if this is someone new coming in, they've been humbled. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is a very humbling experience that has shown this individual that there's more to life than the physical or just money, right? Or of course, those things we need sometimes to evolve and grow and do the things we need to do, but it's so much more than that. And I feel like this person has lost it all in some way. And perhaps that was part of the codependency or part of the abandonment that I see coming in. Maybe this person has chased affection, looked for love. There's a song, looking for love in all the wrong places. It feels like that's what this person was doing. And I see here that if this is someone new for you, it just feels like because they've gone through some stuff and you've gone through it, you're worried that you're going to attract the same energy. But with this Wheel of Fortune, I just feel like this is different. This is definitely fated. It is definitely meant to be in a way, but you have to be able to take that risk and open up because they could be the Ace of Cups. Right? And for those of you that are in a sticky situation and you've been feeling like you've been behind bars, I feel like this person, maybe they have yet to be humbled. Maybe they have some wounds that they need to heal because they're in preservation mode. They're constantly in fight or flight where they may feel victimized even, or they may even be a martyr. They may feel like the world is out to get them in some way. But I feel like this person, they have some very humbling lessons that are showing up here if they haven't dealt with them already. Now, what is hidden? What's hidden here? Five of Wands in reverse. I like this showing up in reverse because it means that there's conflict resolution here. Now, Five of Wands can be unnecessary conflict. Okay, that could be what's hidden too. It feels like there's unnecessary conflict due to criticism, as I've been saying, or due to maybe too many cooks in the kitchen or a competitive energy. I mean, someone may be highly competitive here, and that may be why someone feels either left out in the cold or maybe feels manipulated with that Magician in reverse. So I do feel like there's the energy to find a solution, but the solution certainly could be moving in a new direction, right? By putting yourself out there in a way that, again, is going to require risk. Maybe speaking up. It could be speaking up for the underdog even. It can be speaking your truth or speaking your story. But I feel like what's hidden is that there is an underlining energy here of needing to kind of move in a different direction than where the drama is at. And I see that you can find that conflict resolution, but it's going to require a risk. Spirit, do we need to enter drama, or is there something here that Scorpio is fearing that it will be too dramatic? And is that why they're avoiding something? I'm just going to pull a card. I want to know a little bit more about this Five of Wands because I'm getting a couple of stories here. Five of Wands, Page of Coins. Maybe it has to do with children or around parenting or how one parents, but it also has to do with recognizing that there is an opportunity, to find conflict resolution, even if it means packing your bags here, or even if it means seeing something from a higher perspective and reconnecting to some of your goals here in the material or earthly realm, because the Page of Coins, this could be news. It can be communication. It can be you delivering some sort of truth, or maybe there is even an apology coming in here. Sometimes that Page of Coins, he will admit, like, I didn't know that, but I'm willing to understand. I'm willing to learn. And I feel like that's something that maybe you don't see coming, either on your end or theirs. Now, the advice or action for you, Scorpio, is the Eight of Swords in reverse. It is time to step out of a comfort zone. This is also about questioning your potential. I told you that earlier. The message here is don't question your potential. Act on it. There's something here about breaking out of the prison bars, whatever the fear is. Okay, because sometimes we hold blame in the mix. We blame ourselves, we blame others, or we feel trapped, we feel stuck, we feel helpless. This is our fears. This is victim mentality. And it feels like someone here may have tapped into this fear-based mindset. And the advice here for you is to release. Release either the drama around it, if this is someone that you've been dealing with and they cannot get out of this, but yet you are trying to manifest them to get out of it. That is a form of, I don't want to say manipulation, but as I always say, we can lead a horse to water, but we can't make it drink. So if you are staying in a situation currently because you are feeling that this person has potential and you're trying to kind of coerce them into doing what is best or what you think is best, that may not be part of their path or their journey. And I feel like it almost feels like someone, it's so interesting. Now they're showing me the poker table again, where someone may fold, but it's not you. You are meant to play the game, but if someone else folds, if someone else doesn't want to be a part of this with you, or vice versa, I feel like it's time for you to say, all right, well, I got the winning hand here. I'm going to do what's in my highest good. And I'm going to trust that even if I feel like you're not choosing, right, the right thing, I don't really know what your cards are. I don't know if you have, a full house on the table. I don't know what you're really holding, but I can guess. I'm trying to guess based on your energy, your vibe, your facial expressions, the way that you interact. But at the same time, that's their story. That's their decision. That's their choice. And I feel like you may be letting someone live their life in the way that they need to, even if it doesn't align with yours, okay? And that may be what sets you free. Maybe this is a child. Maybe it's an adult child here that you've been maybe butting heads with, okay? Now, the potential outcome is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. The 10 of Pentacles is about family drama. It can also be material wealth over emotional well-being. And because this person is in the 5 of Pentacles, maybe it has to do with money. Some of you could be fighting with family about money, or maybe you're going through a bit of a divorce or a struggle around belongings, right? Where's the house going to go? How are we going to split up these assets? Where are the children going to go? Who's going to get the dog? It feels like, excuse me. It feels like there's some discovery that is taking place here between you and family, but I'm also getting here ancestral energy, and that's showed up for Libra as well. So I feel like you are also being asked to break out of ancestral patterns that have manipulated you in some way or conditioned you to constantly be in that fight or flight, or to attract energies that felt like you had to kind of fight for your life in some way. Or you may have even added a layer of codependency because you feared being abandoned, because that was something that brought in energy way back when, and it's caused competition, it's caused butting of heads in all of these dynamics, and really it's kept you in a cage, it's kept you feeling imprisoned. Why? Because there's been dysfunctional family dynamics. And so the 10 of Pentacles is saying you have the ability to turn this around. The Wheel of Fortune, the change, destined energy coming in here. This privilege card has been showing up a lot lately, 10 of Pentacles, and I think it's because Taurus season is activated. We're thinking long term, and a lot of us with this new fueled Venus energy, as we just came out of a Venus retrograde, It really had us reflecting on relationships, partnerships, and even our relationship to self and the divine. And I feel like you're realizing here that you are very privileged. And I always say the difference between privilege and entitlement is gratitude, right? The difference between privilege and entitlement is gratitude. And someone here, maybe this is you, maybe it's someone you've been dealing with, someone has felt entitled in some way, like I should have this, or, things have to be this way because I don't want to say you don't deserve it or someone doesn't deserve it, but it just feels like there's an underlying energy that isn't manifesting from a stable, loving way. And it's caused that entitlement here. Maybe someone grew up with privilege, and I feel like maybe it turned someone into like a spoiled brat, right? I'm just going to put that out there. But for others, I do feel like you have the ability to heal a family system, even if the family system is not together. Okay, so this could even be a loved one in spirit. It could be a father or a mother, someone very nurturing, very caring, or at least that was the role that mother should take on here, right? Or grandmother. And even if that's not the role that they played, but it was just the title that they had, I feel like you have support coming in other ways where family doesn't have to be blood. And I see that there's some beautiful shifts coming in. For those of you that are single, I want to say here, excuse me, that you are manifesting here a new structure where you may find that their family is your family. It feels like this individual may come from a very large family, have many, many siblings here. They may even have a non-traditional background. Okay, meaning maybe their background is a little bit different, or maybe there's a cultural difference here, but I actually feel very, very, very good about the support that's coming in from a new person's family here, okay? And even if their family is their friends, I mean, that is their tribe, whomever this individual's tribe is. And for those of you that maybe dealing with someone currently and it's been sticky and you've been wanting out, I feel like there could be family fueled drama based on maybe an in-law, or based on a parent who feels like she is whispering in someone's ear or he is whispering in someone's ear, and it feels like it's causing some extra drama. Okay, so all right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. A lot of information in this one, Scorpio. But I get that the overall message here for you is you're holding a really good opportunity in your hands. It's time for you to kind of pull that trigger here. Breathe. Card 29, you have breathe. Some of you may be born on the 29th. All right, 29 could be a significant number for you, but 29 is also concluding a chapter before you enter into the 3, right? The 3 of union and advancement. This can be about patience. It can be about trust, wellness, meditation, and maybe things moving along. It feels a little bit slowly, like maybe it's been moving slowly, but I actually feel like you are being asked again to make some sort of choice. And the reverse here, I'm going to read the reverse first, just because I am getting like a holding back energy. And it says inertia, laziness, and apathy are signs not of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. Some of you, this is about opening up after a period of maybe being alone for quite some time, or even if you have been in a relationship, I just have a feeling that you haven't been happy in some way, all right? It feels like there's been a missing piece. Why? Because you've been behind these bars, and you may be guided to Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction, as it says here, and anxiety, for there's no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting won't prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. Why? Why is it patient? When we're playing poker, because sometimes we sit at the table. I've played poker. I love poker. Sometimes we sit and wait for that hand to come up, right? And it does require a level of patience. And when you get that winning hand, though, you bet, right? You play it. You open up here and take a risk, take a chance. And I just feel with this breathe or breath card for you, it is your time. Patience is paying off in deep and meaningful ways. And I feel like May is the month where you've been sitting there for hours, for days, months, years, waiting to get that lucky break. And I feel like this is it. I really do. I feel like there's something here that is guiding you to exit out of a cycle that has felt like it's been maybe you've exited the table for some of you. Maybe you said, well, I'm just not going to play for a long time. And some of you exited out of like the dating world. Or if you were if you're married here, it just feels like there hasn't been a lot of that spark. And I'm just getting it's time. Okay, it's time. Let's get a message here from the crystal spirit, Scorpio. So at this time, if you can safely do so, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. A big inhale through the nose. Hold for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And release with a nice big sigh through the mouth. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be a crystal that you are familiar with and maybe even know the name of. Perhaps your gemstone is showing up as a specific shape, size, or color. Your crystal could be giving off frequencies of unconditional love, balance, confidence, or even healing. And if you need a moment, Scorpio, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your crystal or whatever was showing up in your mind's eye. Maybe it was the shape, the color, or just a size or a frequency. Post it in the comment section below. I'll enter you into the free reading giveaway where I draw one winner around the first of the month and post right back here on the channel. All right, Scorpio, number 9. There's that 9 energy for you again. And remember, 9s are about completion. So I feel like you have completed a very big cycle in your life, and you have Bixbite. It's this beautiful pink crystal here. Bixbite is all about drive, courage. It's full speed ahead, spirited action. That's why you're being asked to breathe. Inhale the good stuff, exhale the bad. And I feel like you are preparing to take a chance. And I feel like there's a preparation period here before there's a lot of momentum that builds up, because this is spirited action. It's time to move forward with conviction, courage, and total determination here. The relationship message is this: let go of anything that might impede you as you act on that inner conviction to bring love into your life by nourishing your relationships. There is time enough for to-do lists Today is a day for connecting and reconnecting with those that you care about, and for reaching out to those you have said you want to get to know better. The universe is in love overdrive right now and wants you to stop focusing so much on the everyday tasks that you can start to wear down. That can start to wear you down. Prioritize relationships, for they have the power to help you heal and to recognize that you have all you need right now. There's the magician, right? You have all that you need right now to experience contentment and fulfillment. Bixbite is a rare red form of beryl, and due to its rarity, only small specimens can generally be found. However, even a little piece packs a big punch. Bixbite is an excellent stone to increase self-esteem while simultaneously giving us the courage and energy to take action on our own behalf. And I'm also getting here, now this is interesting, but for those of you that have felt low libido, or maybe a partner here has had low libido, I am getting this crystal can help with that. All right. I know that's very unique, but I feel like this can help with low libido. Okay. Now I also see here there's emotional energy coming in, because this is also the pink of the heart chakra. But I feel like there's an emotional energy that is saying move forward with confidence. Leave behind that scarcity thinking of the past. Yeah. And for some of you, there has been that scarcity or lack of mentality. And this can help you stay determined to get back on the path that you are meant to be on here. And I love this vibe showing up. Let's get a final soul truth card for you. What is your truth trying to tell you? What's your soul trying to tell you? And action steps that you can take at this time, Scorpio, to help you embrace the energy of love. How can I surrender even more in this moment? It is essential to have clear, strong intentions of what we desire, but it's equally important for us to detach from the outcome. It's time to surrender. Let the universe have some breathing room to work. Let go of the wheel and trust so deeply that your trust turns into gratitude for what you cannot see yet, but you know is coming. There's the wheel. That's your first card out here. Today's soul action. Know this, Scorpio, so deeply that your soul vibrates. You are not alone. Your life has purpose, and the more you surrender, the more God can produce miracles in your life. Your mantra. You may want to write this down or just repeat it here. I surrender. I accept all that I cannot change. I release the outcome, and I joyfully trust the process. I love that for you. You joyfully trust the process, because trust may have been something that was needing a little bit of work, right? That's why you have the breath here, because maybe you were holding in a breath that you didn't even realize that you were holding. And I feel like you're letting that breath out. You are surrendering here to the divine plan. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is. That is what I have for you, Scorpio. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And of course, do drop your crystal spirits in the comment section below to be entered into the free reading giveaway. Lots of love.